team 6. So team 6, are you ready to make your pitch?
Hello. Yes, thank you. I'll quickly share
just
my
apologize.
screen.
I lost my connection. I missed the last comment from Douglas, but yes, good job, sir. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Can everyone see my screen?
Yeah. Are you ready to start?
Yes, thank you.
Okay, so I will start the clock now. Please go ahead.
Hello everyone, this is group 6 and our project name is Fantastic Creative Solution and Creative Results. Our team mentor is Omar, myself is team member Khadija and Suraj. So for the problem, do you guys know to make one cotton t-shirt or shirt, it takes 2,700 liters of water to produce and manufacture one textile t-shirt. And in US alone, there is 14 million tons of textile waste goes to landfill. And in a survey, it shows that 16% of the textile waste recycles, but all the 84% of the textile waste goes to the landfill and it decomposes there. And the decomposition process takes around 200 plus years to do so. And in that process, it's produced chemicals and many other things that was in the textile waste, and it mixed with groundwater and soil, which directly affects the soil and the land for the farmers as they use the groundwater to plant and grow their crops. And in many places as well, people use the water for drinking as well. So it's a health issue as well as agriculture issue. So what we can do about this? So focusing on bigger picture, the root cause of the pollution of groundwater and soil pollution, we will suggest to create an online platform which will collect, process, and recycle the textile waste, and also give back to the consumer and the farmers the recycled products. So the process is regular consumer like us, we will recycle and donate our textile clothing to smart bins, which exist in the system. There is few companies that do that. So it weights the product you're donating and also give you a QR code how much you donated, and you can scan through the system that will create, and it collects the information and gives you points, and you can redeem the points to get gifts like recycled products and many other things. And the waste goes to recycling process, which I'll share shortly. So this is the prototype, the app. So when you go to the smart bins, you donate your waste, textile waste. It will collect the information, how much kg or pound you're donating, and it will give you points based on that. And it will collect all the points you received, and you can redeem from the points and collect rewards based on that. So the supply chain will be handled by third party. There is a few companies, not a lot, few companies. Just in US, there is Roadrunner, one company, they recycle those products. So they recycle and reproduce from textile waste, many textile products, clothing, and many other reusable green bags, which is, if you plant them, it will grow trees and many things like that. And for the revenue section, many companies buy those products and sell them, and so that's the revenue part for the system. And it will fund the rewarding option for the consumer as well. So who are the stakeholders? So the stakeholders are regular consumer, agriculture, community, textile industry, governments, and technology and logistics. Governments come in here because the long-term effect it will have for the environment, the soil, and the groundwater resources. So the feasibility is not that expensive to build, as the resources can be connected from the cloud services, and technology expertise is easy to hire, and establishing a partnership and building a stakeholder ecosystem. We can partner with many clothing brands as well as many industries to recycle those products, and also partnering with government, NGOs, and national bodies. Also, we can increase awareness doing this. Next step, using a pilot project in Winnipeg, Canada, and scale up project throughout Canada. Also expand if it's have a good response or good awareness, we can expand to EU. And next step, we can not only focus on textile waste, focus on other waste as well. So the benefits, it would put a stop to water and soil pollution, which affects many other things, and also creation of green products like reusable plant-based growable bags, which is this kind of bags which can be used.
Okay, so I'm afraid your time is up. Thank you very much.
Welcome.
Thank you. That was team 6. Judges, do you have any questions?
I have one, if I may start. Thank you very much for your presentations. Very interesting. This points system, why would you need or want to incentivize the public to recycle their clothing? Isn't that something people would do without points? So what is the point of the points, so to speak?
So the importance of this point system or the reward system comes in because to raise awareness, also encouraging people to use the recycling process. Because in Western society, we buy clothes based on trend, especially the new generation. If there's a new trend, we'll buy new clothes in different brands. So we just throw out the previous clothes after 1 year of lifespan, and we throw out. So there is not enough encourage or awareness of the recycling process, and they don't know about what the greater cause it can happen if you don't if you recycle. So to create that awareness and people engagement, the reward system will be helpful. Also, you are getting something back just doing the recycling. So there is the point system comes in. And did I answer your question?
Yes, it's just because I come from a country where we already have these bins and there's no point system, and people, as far as I can see, they readily recycle all their old clothes anyway. So I was just wondering about whether the points are necessary or important to raise the level of recycling. It is perhaps in other countries, I don't know. So I was just curious.
Yes, yeah, I'll just add more. So upon researching in the internet, there's one survey happened in 2018. It shows only 16% of the waste goes to recycling. Yeah, it's happening in many countries. In US, in European countries, there's a lot of things happening. But you can see the numbers, the difference between 16 and 84. It's a huge difference. So people are not aware of what damage it takes. It's happening because of that. You're not recycling. So creating that awareness and the volume of the waste. So that's where it will play. We think that it will play a great role.
Sure. Thank you.
Okay.
Probably a follow-up question from my side. I think, as my colleague said, there are a lot of, let's say, bins positioned in different parts of the cities in Europe where people just dump the clothes, mostly for charity purposes, if I am not mistaken. So now, are you putting your bins in the similar places, or you are trying to make the existing bins more smart bins so that the people, instead of putting it for charity, they put it for recycling? This competition between charity and recycling also should be clearly defined. Huh?
Yes, so there is many uses of recycling. There is one that is donation, where you can see in the middle, there is, the clothes are good, it can be donated. But what about the clothes that are not usable, that we throw away in garbage? So we are talking about that part. So donation is also one of that part, but the other focus is recycling that part, those waste which is not usable, and we can reproduce and create many useful things out of it. And in terms of bins, for the first question, in terms of bin, we are not planning to create any bins. We are planning to partner with those existing organizations to help our technology to combine all of those ecosystem in one place and make it work for better.
Okay.
Okay, that was actually my question, but I think you replied. So people will throw the same, let's say, their clothes in the bins that exist, the charity bins. And so you will, let's say, or coordinate with them and take out of that bin the ones that the clothes that can be thrown away. And then that's your, basically you're partnering up with those ones, you're not creating new bins. Okay, that's right,
Yes.
right? Okay, thank you. Thank you, that's
Okay.
clear now. Thank you so much.
So that means how do you convert them into smart pins so that people can scan and do these things?
Well, sorry, I forgot the name. There is in one Armenia, I guess. So there is one company, I forgot the name. So they have smart bins in process as well. So they don't have the technology, just they tweak the donation, but they have the smart bins which have smart systems. It's a small country, that's why they were able to do that. So they collect this in the smart bins. They collect donation, damaged products, and take those. If it's usable, they donate it, and if it's not, they recycle it. And it was successful in those small countries. So in scale of bigger countries, that's why we are planning to do the pilot program in smaller cities like a city in Manitoba, Winnipeg, and then expand from there.
Yes.
Did I answer your question?
Yes.
Can I add something?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, the company that Neymar wanted to say, its name is Eco Charita, and it's located in Slovenia.
Thank you. My bad. I forgot both of the names of the country and the company. Thank you, Khadija.
If you understood, you mentioned Canada. Would you pilot your project in Canada, and did you do specific research to Canada? Because you mentioned the 18% only recycle. What's the situation in Canada? Do you have information?
The 18% is actually worldwide research. So when we talk about only United States, the volume is 14 million, and the conversion rate for 20 years is doubled in recent years. For 20 years, it has been doubled from 7 million to 14 million. So the population are growing in cities, big cities. The consumers are buying a lot more clothes, and there's a lot more waste. And for the Winnipeg, the reason for choosing this one, this is a small city and less population. So creating a pilot project and partnering with companies, it would be a lot more easier to doing so in small cities like Winnipeg.
And in Winnipeg, they need a lot of clothes.
Well, in everywhere, everyone needs clothes.
Especially for winter. Yeah, I've been there many times. Naimur, good job in here. So just one thing that for me it's kind of interesting on the process, right? So and this comment probably will be valid for all the groups as well. When you're working, especially on the topics of the projects that they were working here, what I'm kind of struggling a little bit is to understand what's going to be your real impact, right? And the real impact is that put a number on it. Whatever your initiative will be, you say this is where everybody sits today, and this is where we want to bring them to, right? To go. So just a simple example. You mentioned if you contribute more, you get more points. Henrik make a really good point. Is that what's the difference on making more points, right? So if you set a goal that you connect your green objective, right? And put the points to enhance that, to measure that, to track that, and provide stronger benefits for the ones that are contributing more. Again, your initiative will have better traction. To the same thing that I mentioned to the other group before. Make sure that your value proposition is clear for everybody, that it's going to be participating, right? So it's super cool to have the points, but that should be a clearly value proposition or benefit of accumulating more points as well, whatever that benefit is, right? And if you attach that to the overall goal and purpose of your initiative, then you make everything connects perfectly. So it becomes sustainable long-term as well. I'll give you an example, right? Here in HP, we have quite a few sustainable objectives. One of them is in education, right? So our goal is very clear for the entire company. By 2025, We have to enable and empower people to produce meaningful outcomes for 100 million people globally. That's it. It's super simple. Everybody can understand that, right? Now we extend that to 2030, that we want to bring digital equity for 150 million people globally. So now you can influence as well, not just the solutions that they're building towards that specific goal, but and how each group can contribute to that. And for the users, the same thing, right? They know what we're trying to bring to market. So keep that in mind. And this is a value coming for all other groups as well. I'm struggling to see if we're talking about investment on sustainable goals, they're very clear what they're trying to do, right? Especially on the agriculture, what the challenges are huge, right? Are huge. And you're all touching very important areas of it. So make sure that for the next generation, the next interaction of what you're bringing together, that you're going to have your goal very clearly communicated, the benefit for each one of the stakeholders participating, clearly communicated and defined, and you put your value proposition to it. On the other hand, though, the idea of promoting, right, the donation can provide an additional benefit to the natural benefits that it's in there. It's fantastic, fantastic. So just make that connection. I think you guys are on the right track.
Excellent. Yeah, that's very good.
Thanks a lot, thanks a lot, Matthias. And thank you everyone for hearing our presentation.
Great. Thank you very much, Team 6. So we move on to Team 2.
And Ricardo and Matthias, apologies. I know that I'm supposed to make questions, but I want to be part of the teams as well. So apologies for that. Right? Yeah.
So making us biased sometimes, but it's good.
Yeah, I'm just trying to see if this was my project, what would I do to make it better? So yeah, it's me and my big mouth. So apologies.
No, it's very good, very good.
Okay.
I think
all good.
If he connects a guy, for example, the last presentation, if you connect the benefits to back to the agriculture where cotton is grown, that means you produce less cotton. Less cotton means less land, less water, less chemicals, and so on. So all these things, if they connected to the app, it will have been very, very nice. But it's good, still good, I think.
Thank you.
All right, Team 2, are you ready?
Okay, I am ready. Let me share my screen first.
So thank you so much for the opportunity. Incredible. And I have to call out Mustafa over here for his passion in participating with the team. Sir, that was awesome for you to try to immerse yourself.
Work for the future. You are the future of the world. So thanks a lot.
The 3 winners. And I have the great honor to announce the 3rd place winner, which is Team 4. Congratulations, Team 4. Hooray.
Thank you.
Brilliant. Excellent work. Thank you very much for all your efforts. Yeah, with that, I hand over to Christine for the 2nd prize.
Yes, I have the honor to announce the 2nd place, and it is Team 6 with Suntastic. Congratulations.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you. Congratulations.
And I'm going to recycle my clothes and I'm going to use your bins.
Okay.
Yes, and then over to Grace.
Yep, thank you, Matthias. It's a great pleasure